Hola, this is Nectar Ramirez, and we're here to talk about the Cremation Product Guide. The length of this video is about 5 minutes. The desired outcomes of this training module is to help you know the methodology behind the Cremation Product Guide and understand the fulfillment process. As a result of this, you should be able to effectively fulfill and present the Cremation Product Guide to your customers. In our diamond, the Cremation Product Guide comes after the Product Solution Worksheet. Once the baseline is established and submitted in to the home office, we then generate a product guide, which is a visual representation of that merchandise assortment that can be shared with families. The product guide, here's the front cover, can be customized templates based on that funeral home assessment. So each assortment that's printed inside is customized for the needs and the baseline of that funeral home. These are easy to use for funeral directors, and they're very consumer friendly, so they make the families be encouraged to select and upgrade their product selections. The cover can be personalized with the firm's logo, and we can accommodate up to 6 different funeral home address information in the front cover. The inside layout then displays the product. We have the personalized assortment on the left. You see a pictorial view of a casket as well as images of all the caskets that are covered. The inside layout can accommodate up to 6 caskets or containers. At the bottom of the page, we talk about the living memorial and the unique feature that it's brought by purchasing a Batesville container. On the right, you see in the top the memorial urn. You'll see images that depict the different functionalities of an urn, burial, niche, home, or scattering. And then we can accommodate up to 16 urns to be displayed, again, based on the assortment that was selected. In the bottom of the right-hand page, then we talk about keepsakes and jewelry. In this section, we can accommodate up to 12 keepsakes and jewelry items, and it depends, again, on what the baseline depicted. Not all the products that are in the Cremation Product Guide need to be in the selection room. Thus, the assortment is larger than the one recommended for the wall. The back cover of the product guide then talks about the cremation arrangement decision tree. These are the key decisions families need to make when making arrangements. The service, selecting a container for their loved one to rest in before the cremation, the memorialized urn, which is where the cremated remains will be returned to them in, and then any personal keepsakes and jewelry for family and friends. We are not able at this time to change the back cover. The back cover is static, but we do have a multicultural and an African American template available for your customers. Here's a sample of the African American template. Again, the back page decision tree remains the same, and it will be multicultural. But the front cover has an updated picture and look, and the inside cover, the pictures, again, are closer to the African American market. The logistics behind this. When finished, you send a completed product solution worksheet to the options merchandising at batesville.com. Once it's received, when you send it, please, in the email subject line, include your name, your territory number, the funeral home name, and their JDE number. We will send a draft back to you for review within 5 business days of the final revision. So the more accurate the form is, the less time it will take. Once it's approved and returned back from you after reviewing with the firm, it then initiates the print and ship activity. We will print 5 hard doc copies unless otherwise noted in the email request. You are able to request additional copies if needed. We will send these to your home unless you state otherwise, and they go via ground FedEx and standard delivery. Through the editing process, because we don't always get it right the first time, we ask if you have under 10 changes to the product guide that you just include that in your email request. If the number of changes and revisions exceeds 10, we ask that you just resubmit a product solution worksheet to ensure that we capture each and every one of the changes. If you have any questions about the status of your request, where it's at, and when it'll be mailed, please email those to Tammy McKnight at batesville.com. She's the manager of the Merchandising Services Department. In summary, the key learning takeaways: the Cremation Product Guide is a great tool to use with families, and they drive higher product frequency and quality of sale. Remember, this solution can bring on average $200 extra per call. However, this is not a price list to be handed out to your entire territory, or is not a price list that the funeral home is to give out to every single cremation family. This is a presentation tool at the time of the arrangements to the family, and it should be printed only for those accounts that you have targeted with this solution. This is a very strong product presentation tool to be used with cremation families. And now we hope you feel confident about the process, the fulfillment, and the implementation of the Cremation Product Guide. If you have any additional questions, please do not hesitate to call me at the number listed on the slide, or email your questions to the sales hotline at batesville.com, and we'll get back with you as soon as possible. Gracias.